I was 21 when I was raped by my best friend in college.
My first assault happened on my 20th birthday.
When I was sexually assaulted, I was 23.
When I was 19, I was in a relationship with someone I had met in college.
My assault happened in the summer.
He all of a sudden just started trying to come on to me, and I was like, I don't want to have sex right now, please, I don't want to do that right now, I'm not in the mood.
He kept trying to make advances on me, and I kept saying, no, you're too drunk, I'm too drunk, this can't happen.
Typically, I wouldn't accept a drink from a stranger, but I didn't view him as a stranger.
And he just started pulling down my pants and said, I just want to put it in for a second, please just let me put it in for a second. And I said no.
When we got to his apartment, he was having trouble, taking his clothes off and getting to bed, so I helped him do that and ended up kind of just sleeping, passing out next to him.
And I started to cry. But he didn't stop.
Eventually, I guess I was out for long enough that he was able to force his body weight on top of me and, get my underwear off and penetrate me.
And he locked the door and threw me on the bed that he was staying in.
I wasn't too young or too scared to stop it, but I was too physically weak.
And we called the police, and they asked me questions, if I had egged him on or gave him a false impression.
I have never gotten over the fact that it was my fault that this happened.
The second time, I was with somebody I knew very well, who had known of my previous sexual assault.
Pretty much being raped by someone who you trust is the worst thing. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
I was helpless, I was angry, I was scared, and I didn't have a whole lot of faith in humanity in general.
The judge who did the sentencing in the Brock Turner case said that a prison sentence would have a severe impact on Brock Turner. Can you talk about the severe impact your assault had on you?
The severe impact that my assault had on me is still ongoing years later.
I struggle with depression.
I ended up developing a pretty serious drinking problem.
If someone moved in my direction in a quick way, I would cringe.
I don't trust anyone.
I couldn't sleep.
It led to me living out of my car after I graduated college.
I started self-harming.
I started drinking really heavily.
If I didn't have substances, I probably would have killed myself.
Suicidal thoughts.
I didn't want to be touched.
I don't like when people stand too close to me on the subway.
Gained a lot of weight.
Couldn't leave my house.
A shell of who I was before my attack.
Stopped talking to my parents.
Afraid to go out in public.
Self-doubt.
When I have new partners, I can't spoon with them in the dark.
I tried to only sleep during the day.
Generally, I just wanted to die pretty much every single day.
When I heard about the Brock Turner case, I cried.
When it comes to the Brock Turner case, I feel so incredibly angry. But I'm also not surprised. I hate to say that. I hate to seem jaded.
I have found myself at such a loss and no longer having the ability to have faith in our justice system.
I'm not surprised that people still don't believe her. I'm not surprised that people have exonerated Brock Turner in their mind, even though the evidence is so incredibly clear.
Where does he get off? I want him to look me in the face and other survivors of sexual assault and listen to the fact that we can't sleep at night.
I can speak out every single day, and it won't be until a privileged male speaks out and takes a stance that it's really going to get anywhere.
It's time to do something about it. And, if Brock Turner is the hill that we have to die on to make it happen, then I'm ready.